the genetic code you inherited, unbroken, from a chain of ancestors stretching back millions of years. What makes type O blood structurally different from all others is what it does not have. Type O blood cells do not carry the A antigen. They do not carry the B antigen. O type is considered the universal donor because it lacks any glycoprotein moieties and therefore has no A or B antigens. The base structure of this system is a specific molecular arrangement known as the H antigen of O blood group. The H antigen is the foundational layer, the raw, original surface that type A and type B blood then modify with additional molecular structures on top. In other words, every other blood type is a modified version of what you already have. Type O is the unmodified original, the template, the base code. Now read that again because the implications are enormous. Scientists working in laboratories right now are not just studying blood types out of academic curiosity. They are studying them because the molecular architecture of type O blood has opened up entirely new possibilities in medicine. Successful interconversion of blood group types could potentially pave the way for safer and effective treatment opportunities, such as faster access to organ and tissue transplants, decreased chances of graft rejection, and reduced risk of transfusion-transmissible diseases. Researchers have been working on enzymatic processes to convert type A blood into type O, essentially trying to recreate what your body already produces naturally. The fact that the scientific community's greatest goal in transfusion medicine right now is to manufacture what type O bodies make automatically should tell you something profound about the value of what you carry. But the story goes much deeper than laboratory medicine, because your blood type does not just exist in isolation inside your veins. It is woven into your immune system, your disease resistance, your cardiovascular profile, and, according to the most recent research, potentially even your neurological function. The connections between blood type and health outcomes have been studied for decades, but the precision with which scientists can now trace those connections has increased dramatically as DNA technology has advanced. And what is emerging from that precision is a picture of type O positive blood that is far more complex and far more significant than the simple compatibility chart most people grew up learning. Consider first what your blood type does for your heart. Type O blood reduces the risk of a heart attack significantly. This protection comes from type O blood carriers having lower levels of procoagulant factor VIII and von Willebrand factor in their plasma. These are clotting proteins. When they are present at high levels, they increase the likelihood of dangerous blood clots forming inside arteries, the kind of clots that cause heart attacks and strokes. Type O individuals naturally produce lower concentrations of these proteins. That is not a lifestyle choice. That is not the result of diet or exercise. That is a genetic inheritance coded directly into your DNA, expressed through your blood type. Your ancestors who carried this trait were more likely to survive cardiovascular events that killed others, and they passed that survival mechanism directly to you. But here is where it gets more complicated. The same blood type that provides cardiovascular protection does not provide uniform protection against everything. Persons having O-positive blood are susceptible to some diseases like malaria and cholera. They may also be highly exposed to pancreatic cancer and stomach ulcers. This is not a flaw in the design. This is a feature of evolutionary biology that most people fundamentally misunderstand. No blood type is invincible. No blood type is universally superior. Each type carries a specific profile of strengths and vulnerabilities that was shaped by the particular environmental pressures your ancestors faced. What matters is understanding your specific profile, and understanding it accurately using the best available science. What most people are not seeing is this. The vulnerabilities of type O blood are not random. They follow a very precise pattern that reveals exactly which kinds of biological threats your ancestors were designed to fight, and which ones they traded away protection against in the process. Type O individuals